Welcome, fellow knights, to Into the Breach Massive Siege Battles, a brand new series about massive siege battles. And I wouldn't necessarily call it a brand new series. I've always been making massive siege battles since the beginning of my channel. It's more me just trying to organize my videos a little bit better, so when you go to this playlist, you know exactly what to expect. A massive siege battle, a glorious cinematic 40-minute to an hour siege battle. Because when you go to Medieval 2's playlist, which has all online battles, it could be a 1v1 pitch battle that's 10 minutes long, and then the next video is like a 3 vs 3 siege battle that's an hour long. So this kind of organizes my videos a little bit better. So when you see Into the Breach massive siege battles in your subscription feed, you know exactly what to expect, and you know right away that you need to get some snacks and you need to prepare for an epically long siege battle. And when we watch the battle replays for this series, we're not going to be so focused on tactics and strategy. We're mostly going to be focusing on the cinematic value of the battle. Of course, we still will talk about tactics and army comps, just not as much. And I believe that's everything that I wanted to tell you about this new series. If you have any questions about it, it's not going to only be limited to Medieval 2. I will do all kinds of Total War titles for this series. And on that note, let's finally get started. Did you like that opening intro when I did a little bird's eye view there? That was, you just go to the very top of the castle here and just, whoa. So it's a beautiful citadel. The defenders here, there's 3 of them. They retreated to the second layer. The first layer is just too much to defend. And we'll go ahead and check out the armies and the player names. So over here, starting with the attackers, we've got the French, commanded by Kleiner Cause. And he's got his men ready to go. And then over here, we've got the Moors, commanded by Teutonic Order, bringing an awesome army. Some Sudanese tribesmen there, very awesome. Some Christian Guard, very nice. And then in the south, the main gate here, we have the Hungarians, commanded by Kipuka, who's bringing a nice Hungarian army here. They're all in loose formation because they want to prevent, any kind of death from above from arrows. And then the final attacking force, attacking this glorious citadel, we have the Russians, commanded by Cubson Rush. And he's moving up his cannons, his grand bombard as we speak, preparing to punch more holes into the walls. So let's look at the defenders really quick. We have Venice, let's see, commanded by Denya. Got a lot of Venetian archers and heavy Venetian infantry, going to be glorious. And then we have England, commanded by Emperor Alan. He's ready to go, staying behind the walls, preparing to hold the choke points. There goes a bunch of crossbows falling to their deaths. Very tragic. Got to make sure to move your crossbows away from the walls. And leading Milan, we have Captain Invisible, who has a monster ribald. It looks like one of the engines here was destroyed. Here's the other one. So there's a lot of artillery on the defending side. So they're preparing to hold the final push. And this is such an epic settlement. Like, if they just got rid of the first wall here and just had this wall and then the town center wall over here, the town center, it would be so awesome. It'd just be like a fortress, but it would look so cool how it's up on this hill and the defenders can hold this great choke point, which is like a ramp leading to the final push. It's going to be great. I'm excited for this battle replay, and it's about to begin. We did skip a huge chunk of the beginning. It was just the attackers knocking down walls and moving up their troops. But now the battle is starting. We've got some mounted crossbows from the Moors pushing forward, getting some nice harass off. It looks like he's going for the troops up on the gatehouse here. They're reloading, preparing to fire. Look at those shields on the back, very awesome. And then we do have some French infantry pushing forward, religious fanatics, and I believe some chivalric knights. Look at this epic charge up the hill. Oh man. I mean, imagine being a soldier in this unit. You'd be terrified. You're like, oh god, here we go. Into the breach. Into the breach, lads. Devastating. Also, you can put your crossbows up on this wall right here. It's really, really cool looking. There's some cool looking position. Like this. Look at this. This is amazing. Got his crossbows up here, Genoese crossbows. So nice. But here we go, guys. The French are going to be the first to start off the assault. He's going to charge through the gatehouse, and the rival force of England is going to be waiting for them. He's got his feudal knights ready to go. Here's the epic charge. The beginning push of this assault on the Citadel. He's also going to push through the other choke points. Got the Moors still harassing the defenders that are opened to attack. And the English are going to charge in and face these Shivering Knights. Going to hold the choke point very bravely. And then this choke point over here, I believe no one is attacking. And this is actually really cool by the attackers here. He's moving some Aventuriers with some ladders up to the wall. And there's no way to get up on this wall, like through foot, like through marching upstairs. The only way to get up this wall is with this ladder. So his bows here, his crossbows, are going to be heavily protected just because his troops can't go up this wall. So we'll see how that works out. But Milan is pushing up more reinforcements. He's going to try to add more bodies to the front line over here. Oh man, they're getting hit hard there. You see that? Looks like some yeoman archers firing from the flank, killing those poor French chivalric knights. Milan's pushing up some pike militia, gonna support their English allies there. And we've got more reserves marching in the back here from France. And there we go, the troops are going up the ladders there. I really like the support from the crossbows and mounted crossbows. Getting some nice kills. But it seems like, well, we do have some English forces in reserve waiting for them to storm through this choke point. So that's good that they're ready. But here we go. The Aventuriers are up on the walls. I think they're going to try to kill the yeoman archers over there that are just relentless. The machine gun of the medieval world, the longbow. Let's watch a volley from them. Right into the French flank. Oh, now he's focusing the Aventuriers. Oh yes, it's a skirmish battle, guys. On different walls. Let's watch the French point of view here. Actually, you know what? They might be going for... Oh, no. They're going for defenders. Oh, look at that. Look at that fire. That fire right in the flank of the English. Good use of the walls there. That's fantastic. And here comes some pikemen. What kind of pikemen are these? Looks like Flemish pikemen. Yep, Flemish pikemen getting in position. They're going to help their men out and try to get a good infantry battle going on over here. Oh my god, look at all the darts and arrows flying through the air. It is complete chaos and complete bloodshed. So unfortunately, as a defender, you can't attack your own walls. It sucks. You should be able to destroy your own walls because he would just completely destroy this force right here. But the French are waiting before they commit more forces through this choke point. And look at this, Venice is sending some aid as well. Denya sending over some feudal knights. Getting ready to hold the French. And the French are making a very risky move by attacking by himself. But the Moors are nearby. The Moors are pushing up some Sudanese tribesmen. Ready to go. So here's a little bird's eye view of the epic struggle between the two sides. And yeah, it looks like the French are just keeping his feudal knights in reserve to protect his ladder because he doesn't want the defenders to be able to go up this ladder and kill his archers. But his archers are doing a pretty solid job. Now they're focusing the longbows. Oh yes, they're going to kill a lot of longbows that way. The yeoman archers, which I assume have longbows. And then we've got some archers up on the hill here supporting their allies. But you can't even see like what's over there. So you're just like blindly shooting. You can easily get friendly fire. This is not a good idea, but you know, you'll kill some of them, you'll kill some of yours. It's war. There's going to be friendly fire. And this is just where most of the bloodbath is happening right here. This gatehouse is trying to conquer the gate. And we've got more Flemish pikemen getting in position here, supporting their chivalric knights. Look at that. Look at the pikes go, poking the enemy to death. We've got some Christian Guard over here. Very lovely, very nice. The feudal knights still waiting in reserve. They've got their shields up, ready to go. Anything could happen. They always have to be on the guard. It looks like the longbows, either they retreated or they just got cut down. But these Aventuriae are racking up kills right now. Really good tactic by the attackers right now. This is fantastic. They're just kind of firing at whatever they can. And then on the other side, the Russians are pushing through. They're not yet close to the second layer wall, but they are committing their forces through the first layer wall. And it looks like Hungary has the same idea as the Russians, kind of taking their time and waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. But back over here, it's like a little camp on this ledge. A little camp of attackers. Oh man. Arrows just flying all over. Like, I have no idea whose arrows that is. It's just arrows everywhere. And now it looks like he's trying to push up his Flemish pikemen into this choke point. He's just trying to break through here. He's trying to get some kind of foothold, some kind of position that he can just send more troops in. But right now, the defenders are doing a great job of keeping the choke points protected and making it very, very difficult for the French to break through. And this just feels like right out of Hollywood, like a beautiful cinematic battle here. And look at this, the forces are waiting. Oh, he pushed up some Scotsguard. Oh, very nice. These Scotsguard, well, they're not firing right now, but they have a perfect angle to those Venetian feudal knights that are patiently waiting. Let's see, I think they're on, are they on like not fire at will? He might have to activate them or something. But the English infantry here is thinning out. There's a lot of Milanese reinforcements ready to go. I mean, if I was one of the English soldiers, I'd be like, I'm out of here. I'm retreating. Like, I'm retreating back to the lines of Milan. Okay, there we go. The Scotsguard are firing through the choke point. Look at that. Look at the arrows come through there. Getting them right in the flank. So that's really putting pressure on the defenders. They either have to attack or try to keep their troops protected behind the walls. Oh, now they're firing over the walls. Oh man, the Scotsguard looks so amazing. They really do. Oh, here we go. We've got more troops going up on the walls. I think these are peasant crossbows? Or nope, just crossbow militia. Regardless, even if they're just crossbow militia, they're gonna get a ton of kills up here. Because there's really nothing affecting them. They're under no threat. The only thing that could kill these guys is enemy archers, I believe. Looks like we got a lot of defenders over here waiting patiently. They're ordered to stand their ground, protect this area. And even though they hear their brothers in arms dying over here on this flank. Oh, and here comes a charge by England going after the Scotsguard, protecting his choke points, and they're gonna retreat out of there. So they're just going a little charge, saying hello, and then getting out of there. Oh, and the Christian Guard getting ready to advance. The French moving up their feudal knights, and then the Moorish crossbows getting some nice kills. Oh my God! What? Oh my God! Okay, from the mortar, the English mortar on this great position right here. Look at this little ledge. Fires down. And I guess if you do any kind of damage to the walls here, since there's no way down, they just instantly die. Okay, so this is actually a very dangerous area, and I don't know if they should commit any more archers, but I'm so glad we got that little clip there of them falling to their deaths. Very, very entertaining and hilarious. But here we go, the Christian Guard charging in. Milan sending in their beautiful green feudal knights, and Venice sending back their feudal knights as well. So now the attackers are finally pushing through this choke point, and the Scotsguard is still protecting them, putting down some suppressing fire, and the mortar is going crazy. And oh my God, they broke the Christian Guard already. Wow, the Christian Guard, a very sturdy, very awesome infantry unit, breaking with a unit of 27. Really, really surprising there, but that's what the mortar is known for. It's known for killing and destroying your opponent's morale. And look at this epic struggle over here. The troops are thinning for the French, and the Sudanese tribesmen are trying to break through. But the French are making some headway over here. They're definitely making some progress with the help of the Christian Guard. The English are sending in more reserves. And this is just an epic, brutal fight, just close quarters. Look at that. Look at that push by the Christian Guard. Very nice. All right, so we head back to the other side. Or is there some fighting over here? Wow. Wait, some French made it all the way over to the street. But yeah, that's just too much for them to handle, and they're gonna break. But over on this side, looks like, look at this. Russia's pouring in some Drazina. I think he's gonna try to get a cap charge, or no, maybe he's gonna retreat. Charging up this hill. Let's see if he can go through this choke point and maybe get some kills. You know, go after objectives like archers or artillery or something. But here he goes. He's charging in. Let's see, I think he's gonna go for the armored swordsman. Ooh, I don't know. I think he's trying to avoid them. Yeah, he's trying to get around them, but it's not working. They're stuck to him. And oh, they're in a lot of danger of breaking. Oh, now they're getting hit hard by archers. Charging through the street. Oh, what happened? Oh, they broke. Yeah, it's no surprise there. But Russia is still sending forward his men. Oh my god. This is a perfect target for a mortar. Imagine one good hit in the center. That'd be so devastating. But Hungary is moving up his cannons as well as Basilisk. A lot of artillery in this one area. And they're going to continue to weaken the walls and weaken the defenses. But back over to this main glorious fight. We do have an aggressive push by the defenders. Venice charging out some feudal knights to face the attackers on this little ledge here. Such a cinematic sight, especially with the ladders in the background. I think he's trying to conquer the ladders so he can get behind the Pavi's crossbows that are breaking from Hungary. So he sent over some crossbows, but they're just not feeling it right now. They want to get out of here and they're retreating. Cowards. I think the attackers should win this engagement. They should try to flank around these Venetian feudal knights. Those Pavis, this is a bad time to retreat. I guess they might be able to escape there. So what do we got here? Some crossbow militia. Milan standing very victorious in the choke point. And France and the Moors still trying to push through, but look at this. They kind of have a slight edge here. And we've got some English forces breaking. So maybe, just maybe, he can take this position. Would be really, really helpful, because if he can take this area, they'll be able to flank around Milan and destroy their morale and, you know, fight them in the flank. But they're getting hit hard by what looks like some Gentes, however you pronounce it, Moorish skirmish cav, just standing right at the choke point there, just throwing in their jabbies. Very awesome. Milan sending in reinforcements. He knows that if he gives up that position, his troops are in trouble, so he's going to reinforce it. And this epic struggle continues on. It's ridiculous. But over here, look at this, guys. Russia is charging through the choke points here. They've got some British axemen charging in. Very nice. So he's going through the choke points, putting some pressure on the other side of the siege battle. Oh, these guys are going to get flanked, though. He needs to send in more infantry. And we've got a Sheltron formation from the Armored Sergeants of England holding back the British axemen. Got some Pavis in position as well. And look at this. He's moving up the cannon. So maybe he's going to try to weaken the morale. And look at all the archers in position here. Not in loose formation. Oh, and they're firing at a pointless target. They're firing at the Venetian heavy archers, but they're protected by the wall. And the dismounted Dvor are just really wasting their ammo here. Look at that. They're just all hitting the wall there. Not a good target. You should probably go for the infantry in the back here. But here comes more infantry pouring in on this flank, trying to break through this Venetian English defense. British axemen doing a great job there. Very cost-effective unit. Look at, got some Venetian archers firing through the gate. Very awesome. Oh, more volleys coming in. This is a really good position over here because they do have this slight hill. Oh, look at this. Look at this point of view. This is perfect for a Genoese crossbowman. He's loving this angle. Getting some great kills on the Russians. But this is the hardest part, breaking through this first layer. And now we have a ram being pushed up by the Hungarians. He's going to try to push through the gate, and the defenders are activating fire ammo, trying to light the ram on fire, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And I think the ram is going to reach the gate. Let's see if he can get there. If he can break through here, this is going to be a really good position for the attackers because they'll be able to flank around the defenders here, because Russia desperately needs some support in this epic grind of a fight over here. Oh my god, the brutal cries of death. A brutal siege. And look at this. Here comes the Hungarians. And we hear the mortar going off. The mortar fire, mortar rounds just going everywhere. And look at that. The Pavis crossbows, they look amazing. Firing at the troops in the back there, right over the heads of the Russians. Killing, it looks like, some longbowmen and some troops in reserve from Milan. Captain Invisible getting in position. And if we head back to this fight, it seems like it's simmering down a little bit, and it seems like the defenders are going to be able to defeat at least the first wave or the first assault from the attackers. I don't know how... Oh, we've got some Aventuriae up here fighting some Feudal Knights. I don't know how many reserves they have. Oh, they have a lot of reserves. Okay. Oh, man, we've got a long battle ahead of us, and I hope you enjoyed it so far. But look at these reserves here. It looks like cheap units for France and the Moors, though. The Moors looks like they mostly have their most of the troops here left. But Venice still pushing with the help of the English, pushing back the attackers. There goes another wall. I believe that is the final layer there. But look at this. Oh man, I love those kite shields. The urban militia carry. Very awesome. And the defenders are just trying not to be pushed back from the... the attackers are trying not to be pushed back from the defenders, which are playing very aggressively, leaving their walls and attacking the attackers, which is really, really nice. Love to see that kind of stuff in siege battles. What a glorious battle, guys. What a glorious battle. And they're going to retreat from the fight, it looks like. More French troops charging through this choke point. It just never ends, guys. More Chivalric Knights. And that might be, I mean, it's a healthy unit. Victory, well, it says the balance of forces are pretty even. But let's head back to the other side here, because this is where there's a lot of slaughter going on. It looks like the British Axemen might be able to break through these broken lances, but they are under heavy fire by the archers. Oh my god, this is so cinematic, guys. Here comes a charge from the Venetian heavy infantry, reinforcing his defenses. Oh, that was beautiful. And the gate is open, but it looks like Venice is being really aggressive here, charging out his broken lances. And this side, this assault over here, is being constantly bombarded by mortar rounds. Milan sending over some broken lances, so everyone is helping everywhere for the defenders. You got troops from all over. You got troops all over the place from all factions. Some Feudal Knights from Hungary breaking from the fight. Oh my god, it's like an earthquake going on. All the mortar rounds. I'm not sure what they're going for. They might be going for the archers here. But the good thing for the Russians that the dismounted Devor are going to be an excellent infantry unit once they run out of ammo. And it looks like the Venetian Heavy are finishing off the British Axemen. Should be able to defeat them. But let's see how many reserves the attackers have over here. Hungary still has a lot of troops left waiting in the streets. And this battle, like I said earlier, is far from over. Look at this. This is just a never-ending epic struggle. And I think the attackers here are finally going to defeat this epic assault by the defenders who charged out of their safety of the walls. And look at the longbows, some badass yeoman archers who don't even give a damn. They're going to charge out here and shoot at the... I would not do this if I was an archer. Charge out of the walls, go even ground with the attackers here. No, screw that. I'm up on the walls. But he's firing. Look at that. They're going to get run down here. These poor yeoman archers. But they are breaking through. And Milan is no longer holding this position. And it looks like the attackers are actually going to take this one, guys. Looks like he sent his pike militia over here, but they're about to be outflanked by the urban militia. So that, so that epic struggle, that epic struggle that went on over here is paying off. And the attackers are finally breaking through this defense. It seems like the defenders are slowly retreating to less choke points, so they have less to defend. But the battle over here continues on. And they really need the Moors and the French to help out the Russians and the Hungarians over here, because they're having a lot of trouble breaking through the lines. If only they had ladders or a wall where they could maybe put ladders right here, put some archers up there, or even flank some infantry around. But let's get a nice little bird's eye view of the situation over here. A lot of fighting, a lot of grinding of infantry. Grindfest 2015, almost soon gonna be 2016. The new year is right around the corner. A very small unit of Chivalric Knights, down to like 9, now 7. They're wavering. They're not going to fight much longer. They are fighting in the shade, but that's not going to inspire them enough to keep fighting. We've got the standard over here, keeping the Milanese, keeping their morale up, keeping their spirits up. And a lot of longbows by England, which is really awesome to see, because longbows are so devastating in siege battles. But here we go, another beautiful charge by the Hungarians, pushing up more infantry. Look at this hill they have to go up here. First they have to conquer the hill, and then they have to conquer the defenders. And oh, the Venetians getting really aggressive here, going after the artillery. And I think that's why the Hungarians were charging forward, so they can try to kill this infantry over here. But let's head back to the other side, because I believe the fighting is really picking up over here. Some armored sergeants holding a defensive position against the urban militia in the streets here. And we have Milan pushing up more broken lances. So I was kind of thinking the defenders would retreat from this position, but they are sending more troops in because they don't want to give up this area just yet. Oh, look at this, charging for the crossbows. They're like, French infantry, save us. Save us. French feudal knights fighting off these broken lances. Here we go, some cav charging through the choke point. And he's going to fire, I think, at Milan there. Or even just flank around Milan. Really good to see that. And then we've got a lot of archers up on the walls here, trying to get some harass off on the defenders, because they do have a lot of reserves over here, a lot of archers. And it seems like, yeah, I think it's safe to say that they're committing most of their forces in the front line. So if they lose this area over here, it's pretty much game over for the defenders, because they are committing everything. Venetian heavy doing work against this Hungarians. And we've got more Hungarian raids, Hungarian waves coming in, trying to break through the English-Venetian alliance. It's just having such a tough time. But look at this. There is a open gap right here that General's bodyguard is going to take advantage of. And he's going to run down these Venetian archers. And then I think he's going to try to flank around the infantry, or at least try to get some good charges off. Oh, he might be going for those longbowmen who are desperately trying to escape. I think they're trying to go up the walls. They're a little bugged out there. Let's see if he can get a charge off. No. Looks like he's not going to be able to pull off a charge. And the longbows are getting up on the wall. Very smart tactic there. Whenever you have troops that are in danger of a cav charge and you're near a wall, just run up the wall. I mean, obviously, cav cannot go up walls. Oh my god, artillery flying all over the place. Arrows flying over the place. This game is so good at capturing epic medieval chaos. And this is why we love it, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that volley going, oh man, going after the Genoese crossbows up there. So I think that's the Russian artillery getting some great volleys. We have the Russian general down to just himself. So he's staying back so he doesn't die and his men lose hope. But Venice sending in some Venetian archers. I mean, they're having a tough time break through here. But they do have a lot of reserves, and they are slowly breaking through. So they might be able to punch through this defense and then start charging this mound, this ramp over here. And some longbows, a lot of longbows from England. Look at the arrows come crashing down. Going after the battlefield assassins, so awesome. Battlefield assassins are like the Hashishim. They're a little bit less. They're not as good and a little bit cheaper, and they're great. They're the same kind of mentality, a small unit, very good at fighting in choke points. Okay, so let's head back over to this side. Ooh, looks like he's down to Sudanese tribesmen, still trying to break through these armored sergeants, and it looks like this side is getting hit hard by mortars. But he is making some progress here, and there goes the general for Milan. Or not Milan, I'm sorry, for Hungary, dying to some Venetian heavy. That is not good. Now, the Hungarians are really going to lose their morale there, but it seems like the Hungarian forces are pretty much depleted. He has a couple Shivak Knights in the back here. That was a really risky move, charging in his general, and it did not pay off. And now his men are really going to suffer with the morale. And here comes more reinforcements. It looks like some Venetian archers headed over to this choke point, trying to defend against the Sudanese tribesmen, and they do successfully defend against them. And they're going to run down and continue and go after the Flemish pikemen. So this has been a real struggle over here, guys. And the attackers, they did claim this area, but at what cost? At what cost? Because we do have some English armored swordsmen. The general, so he must be down. He must be low on infantry if he's sending in the general. He's like, all right, men, the Moors are coming. Oh, men dying right next to him. Oh, God, tragic. But the Moors are coming, and we must hold. Man, they're getting hit hard from somewhere, some archer unit. But here comes the battlefield assassins trying to break through, and they've got a pretty good foothold in here. So they might be able to cut through these broken lances. Balance of forces are even. More Venetian forces charging through the gate. And after a very chaotic, very, very chaotic infantry fight here, it seems like things are slowing down. And we do have a charge, a sally out outside trying to kill the dismounted Devor. And the balance of power is slowly becoming more and more even. The defenders are having a lot of success here in this Citadel. Oh, and they're trying to break down more walls. Man, those glorious volleys from the Russian artillery. Oh, the dismounted Devor breaking from the fight. And Hungary is sending up more Shivak Knights. A very depleted unit, but everything counts, everything matters here. Venice sending in some forces. Oh, I think he's setting up his crossbows here to fire at the flank of those troops outside their walls. That's why it's really risky to have your troops outside the walls, because they're open to more attacks. But actually, it looks like he's just going to continue to focus over the... Oh, no, he's turning. Yes, I love to see this. Great use of crossbows, and he's going to really just cut down these men like a lawnmower to a lawn. Cutting down grass. Very nice use of the crossbows. Uh-oh, battlefield assassins. They have no stomach to fight, and they're retreating from the battle. That's very, very unfortunate. We got more Shivak Knights over here joining the fight. They're very, very tired. But they might win this battle over here, this small pocket of fighting, the attackers, if he can keep up the crossbow fire. But England is not going to let him do that. Emperor Alan sending in some armored swordsmen to go after the Pavi's crossbow militia. And these guys are going to get cut down. They are no match. But let's head back over here. Let's see what's going on with the French Moorish side. There goes the gate. More openings here. Looks like the Moors and the French are down to just archers. They do have some desert archers over here, a cannon, and some crossbow militia. Hungary has some Pavi's crossbows as well, firing over the walls. I mean, this is down to just a handful of troops at this point. A little bit more than a handful, but, you know, people are sending in their archers. They're sending in their very depleted units, just desperately trying to defeat each other. And it's going to come down to it's going to come down to the wire, is what I'm trying to say. Venetian heavy charging in. Nice. So they should kill the crossbows there. They're desperately trying to hold their ground and get some kills with their crossbows, but they are now stuck in melee, and the Flemish pikemen are getting in position. Quickly getting into position there. Quickly, men, quickly. The Venetians are coming. Form up, form up. And there's a major rout by the Venetians. The Venetian archers are just too tired. And the Sudanese tribesmen over here retreating back. It looks like they're running away from some longbows. And this epic fight over here, sally out. This is too much, guys. This is so glorious. And it looks like the defenders are actually going to take this one. We do have some, the Carraccio standard crew charging out. Oh, and a mortar hits some poor Shivak Knights. You got to be careful. You got to try to miss those volleys because they will break your men. The Carraccio standard crew will fight to the bitter end, though. A beautiful siege battle, guys. And we have the general in here. Look at that. Venetian general, I believe. Fighting it out. next to his English allies, and there's a huge chain route. Oh man, Feudal Knights, a unit of 17, a fairly large unit breaking. This is such a glory. I mean, imagine being a soldier just trying to charge this hill and then facing armored soldiers, enemy soldiers. Very devastating sight, and yeah, they have no stomach to fight in this battle anymore. What do we got up here? Some Chivalry Knights up here. How did they even get up here? It's insane. Got the longbows bringing out their wooden little war hammers, mallets. Oh yeah, they're, oh nice. Oh yes, what a great angle for that shot there. That was beautiful. Great kill animation. I love this game. I love this game, damn it. So yeah, armored swordsman charging in, and that should flank. Yeah, that flank killed them there, and they're breaking from the fight. And there goes the Russian general. He was down to just one poor soldier, and that is a massive victory for the defenders on this side. And now it's down to the Moors and the French. Sudanese tribesmen fighting off some longbows, holding this choke point. Teutonic Order doing a great job so far. And let's see what's happening here. Looks like the French are charging in some mounted sergeants. So we got more cav to save the day. And this is still anyone's game. It's slightly in favor of the defenders, but if the attackers can get a nice chain route, oh, he needs to charge in these mounted sergeants, kill those Genoese. Genoese are okay at fighting in melee. They're not the best. They're probably going to break here. There's just a small unit. They're shaken already. Let's see what's left. I mean, there's still a lot of infantry for the defenders, mostly on this flank over here, that are still running down the attackers. And Kipuka is just trying to kill as many as he can at this point to try to help his allies take this citadel. It has been a glorious battle. Look at all the smoke and destruction, all the dead bodies. It has been a very, very intense siege battle, guys. That's coming down to the wire. And it's really, really surprising to see the Moors and the French still fighting over here, because they've been fighting since the very beginning. Unlike Russia and the Hungarians, who have pretty much already broke from the fight. Oh my god, did you see those cannonballs coming crashing down? Oh, they're going for the Aventurier. Look at this, guys. If they destroy this wall, these guys are gonna die. A unit of 14, that's a lot, and it's a pretty expensive unit that can be pretty good in melee, so you don't want to lose them. Oh my god. Alright, here comes the mounted sergeants again. I think they're going for a charge. Into some feudal knights. Yeah, get rid of those feudal knights. Oh, nice. A decent charge there. Feudal knights are down to 3. Now they're down to 2. Now down to 1. Here he is. He's like, I'm getting out of here, man. Oh, nope, dead. Good little side swipe there by the mounted sergeant soldier. Oh, we got a fresh unit of feudal knights taking some losses. Man, this has been a great siege battle, guys. One of my favorites so far. Just because it's in the Citadel, I've never really seen it before, and the tactics here have been pretty solid. Oh, we've got some Christian Guard over here. I didn't even see this very healthy unit of Christian Guard. The general is in this unit, charging in. Both sides have seen a very long battle. They've seen so much death and destruction. They've seen their friends die to the swords of the enemy, and they really don't want to fight anymore. They want this to end, but both sides have decent number of troops, and anything can happen at this point. And the defenders need to keep on fighting if they want to protect the civilians and protect their homes and be victorious. So here we go. Here comes the feudal knights. Captain Invisible charging in. Seems like everyone is sending in the, they're exhausting the remaining troops of their reserves there. Charging in right into the Christian Guard, but these guys will fight for a long time because the general is in this unit. And there is some breakage there by Milan. So here we go. The Aventurier are now engaged in melee. The mortar is going off. Are these guys breaking? Oh, okay, no. I thought the feudal knights that just charged in were breaking. Great fight so far. All right, let's see what's going on around the other side of the battle. Is there any other units charging in? It doesn't look like it. It looks like most of the fighting is happening over here. A lot of breaking from the defenders, not so much from the attackers. But if they can kill this Christian Guard unit, I really don't see the attackers having much of anything else. And look at the men flying over here. We've got a mortar going off. Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. There goes the Venetian general. That's what they really needed there. That could cause a huge chain rout. A lot of desert archers are breaking, but it's not that big of a deal because they're breaking from the mortar and they might return. But everyone is just exhausted. They're down to their archers. Here's another unit of feudal knights. Is this another reserve that Captain Invisible had? I'm not too sure. But they're there and they're fighting. And they're, oh, look at this fight right next to this really cool looking building here. That's seen some destruction. They've got a big hole in the building. Got some guy in there. He's like, you kids are gonna pay for that? Oh, the general's getting cut up here, guys. But he's got to fight. He can't retreat. He must stand his ground. We got a flank here by the Basilisk crew. And some cav charging in. Oh, more feudal knights joining the fight. They're fighting off some desert archers. Oh, the mortar hits his own men. And that's going to cause them to break as soon as they charge in. Oh, that mortar is relentless. They've got to be out of ammo soon. I mean, this battle has been going on for so long, and we are nearing the end of this battle. So we're going to see what happens here. It looks like the Christian Guard are doing work right now against the Milanese. But we have more reserves. Where is Captain Invisible getting these guys? Oh, this is his general he's charging in. This is it, guys. I mean, everyone's really committed their general. We've seen a couple general deaths. I think the Venetian general, the Russian, and the Hungarian general. I'm pretty sure the Moors still has his general alive, and the French still has his general. I believe. I could be mistaken. He might be keeping a unit in reserve somewhere. I mean, I don't know where they're hiding these guys. It just seems like an endless wave of troops. But the Moor's pushing up his cannons here. Very nice. Maybe the general's in his armored sergeant unit? I don't think so. Well, look at this street battle, guys. Look, they're moving up the standard. They're like, men, always remember your home. The great standard is behind you. Oh, and the general dies to an arrow to the face. And there goes the Moors general, and that could be the nail in the coffin for the attackers here. But this is still anyone's game, and here's the Milanese are like, do not retreat, do not fall back, do not let them take the standard. The standard is as far as you can go back. Now he's pushing up some pike militia. Captain Invisible really keeping his troops in reserve, keeping his troops healthy. And this epic street battle is going to be, I think, the final battle of the siege battle. Battle. Got some archers up here. The longbows, Genoese crossbows. I mean, look at this. There's really nothing over here. Just depleted units. Look at units of like 2 and 1. It's very, very sad. This poor windmill over here. No more making grain for you. Gotta rebuild it. Oh, jeez. They're getting hit hard by the crossbow fire. I just don't think the attackers are gonna have enough here. They do have some crossbows, the Aventurier, the same unit that's been up here for a while. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough. But look at the... Okay, this could be insane here, guys. He's got his cannon loaded up, ready to go. He could get ridiculous volleys. Now, of course, he's going to kill his own men, but he's going to take a lot with him. And then we have another choke point fight over here. The French mostly focusing their forces on this side. And they are breaking through the troops. Armored swordsman, the English general over here, he's pretty bloodied up, but he's got to stand his ground and he's got to fight and defend this choke point. Oh, let's see that artillery though. Oh, the Moors are pretty much down to skirmishers at this point. Come on, hurry up. Get a good volley. See how he's keeping back his Christian Guard? Because he wants these men to just stand there. He wants to fire artillery right into their face. And the Christian Guard are going to hold their ground. Oh, yes. Let's get another volley. That didn't kill too many. Come on. I know you'll kill your own men, but this will be so glorious. I guess they just have one cannon working right now. Let's see if you can get a good volley here, guys. This is what we live for. Oh, yes. Good volley. Too bad it's not as good as the Serpentine. I think the only reason he's using that cannon is because that's his only shot without hurting his own men. God, I love Milan's colors. I love it. That spearmint green. And the general's right in the front lines right now. Oh my God. He just killed the standard. He killed the standard, ripped through a bunch of soldiers, a bunch of ranks, and just destroyed the standard. Oh my God. Poor Milan. They're probably like, oh God, what are we fighting for? Why do we fight? The standard is gone and I've lost interest. Oh my God, another hit. Just obliterated the standard crew. God, that is beautiful. That is awesome volley there. Just arrows flying all over the place. The intensity of this battle has not settled down since the beginning charge from the French. We do have some Genoese over here firing down. And I think the oh, the general getting some kills there. Look at those bolts, darts coming down. Oh my God. The Moorish crossbows are breaking. And the French are breaking. And the pike militia losing some troops, but they're just so close to victory. All they have to do is charge into these crossbow militia and take the victory right here, guys. Oh, the general, though, still battling some Christian Guard. The brave Christian Guard fighting to the death. Let's see if this general will live. Let's see if this Christian Guard can take this general. Oh, no. Dead. The general's like, back, you heathen. Charge. That was epic. He just killed a guy and then he ordered his men to charge. Look, he's the first one to charge in. Oh, and another devastating volley there that could easily cause them to break. The damn cannons, you need to silence them. Here comes the English sending in some longbows. And here comes the English general. We have to help the Milanese general. He's our pal, our buddy. Oh, and here comes the French general. He was keeping him in reserve. They're going spam-tastic right now. Good God, will this ever end? Oh, another volley. Here comes the Crotcher standard crew. Oh, who? Oh, the Milanese general died. No, he was my favorite. Oh, boo. Yeah, he dies there. Very unfortunate. But his death will not go in vain. He did a very epic charge in the street to keep back these attackers. And it looks like they're going to finally be able to break through the Moors. There's a lot of flags from the defenders, England, Milan. The Moors are breaking, and the French are down to just a general. And he's doing an epic charge like Rohirrim down Helm's Deep. Charging up, but it's the opposite. He's an attacker trying to go for the town center. He's going to cut through these crossbows. Someone admit defeat, probably one of the attackers. Let's see if he can... Oh, the charge is really nerfed because of that hill. And we do have some forces retreating back to take care of the general. But he's going to try to run past him. He's going near the destroyed windmill. Oh, he's going for the town center. He is going for the town center. He's going to try to take this victory through time. There's nothing defending the town center except the small unit of broken lances. They're not going to do much against this general. Oh my God. Look at that. What a sneaky victory. He's like, this will be our citadel for the French Empire, for the Kingdom of France. So he's just got to hold it for 3 minutes. And now the forces are retreating back to the town center. And we'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit, guys, because we're just waiting for the forces to show up. And yeah, okay, normal speed. He's going to charge into the crossbows here. Try to silence them. Try to get them from firing. Oh, the general taking a lot of hits there. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, guys. There's just no way. He doesn't have enough troops, but I like the very epic charge for the town center. That was awesome. Very sneaky charge. Trying to get some kills. Got a couple kills there. God, this siege battle. Down to the wire, guys. But I think it is safe to say that the defenders are going to win this one. What a glorious, epic beginning to this series. I've enjoyed this greatly. The Into the Breach massive siege battles. It's going to be awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed this battle so far. And this really is a great way to start off the series with this beautiful battle. And I believe this one is sent in by Emperor Alan, the player who was leading the English. So thank you for the battle replay. And also, real quick, guys, I'm going to make an announcement video for this, but you no longer have to send in battle replay army comp information anymore. So don't worry about that. I know it takes a lot of time, and I can't promise to upload everyone's video, so they kind of do all that work for nothing. So don't worry about it anymore. I don't think it's a big deal. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and fast forward because it's pretty obvious. Good charge, though. So we'll take care of them. And I'm sure they're going to break here soon. I mean, he has potential of running around and destroying all these guys because the general's bodyguard is pretty OP. But he's not really doing a good job taking out those crossbows. He's trying, but there goes the general. Oh, he flies off his horse. I hope he's okay. Doesn't seem like it. He's not moving. I think he's dead. Okay, that's it, guys. That is the battle. Average victory. That is not an average victory. That was an insane victory. Captain Invisible only getting 800 kills, mostly because he was keeping his troops from reserve. Emperor Allen getting the most kills, 1,400 kills. I mean, look at these kills. This is a massive battle right here. Denya getting 1,179. If we look at the attackers, it looks like the French did the best. And the Teutonic Order did pretty well. The Moors and Kipuka did pretty well as well. But Russia really suffered there, only getting 400 kills, or just under 400. But Russia's a very tough siege faction because they don't have really good heavy infantry. But I hope you enjoyed this, guys. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time on Into the Breach. Massive siege battles.